welcome back to my channel. Hi guys, and welcome back to my podcast. My name is Chamaka Onhaduga and you are listening to Getting Off With Me. How is everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. I actually almost bit my tongue at that point. But how is everybody doing? I hope you are doing amazing, irrespective of whatever that is going on right there in your heart and in your mind. Yes, honestly, whatever happens here, you guys just drag your safe and say, you know what, not today. Yeah, not today. Drag yourself, pick your bag, spray your hair, spray perfume. If you have your sunscreen, you put it on, and then you're off. Because see, wahala no dey finish, and I've been in a shitty mood. Like, you will see me, I will laugh with you, but you wouldn't know what's going on. And like I said in one of my videos, I don't even want to talk about it, okay? Because I'm in a position. Because at the end of the day, really, it all boils down on what my plan is. Yeah, but whatever it is that is going on in your life, I hope that you continue to pick up yourself, continue to be steadfast in your prayers, keep on calling on the Holy Spirit to direct your thoughts, your movements, everything. I'm sure you're going to get out of it, you know, and we'll all be fine. Really, we'll all be fine. So I did not come here to dampen your mood. I'm here to just give you sweet, scintillating gists. Okay. I should have done this and then ready to be posted on Mother's Day, but like, you know, there is no specific day to celebrate mothers, okay? And honestly, celebrating mothers should be like an everyday thing. Like, you wake up every morning and you're like, I came out from a woman. I'm so grateful for that. Childbirth is not easy. It's not very easy, you know. Sometimes it's usually when I'm leaving the hospital, like around 5. I hear some women screaming in the labor room, and I know that, yeah, a baby is about to come to planet Earth, and the mother is just never sure how exactly that child wants to come. Okay, so, but yeah, you know, that's how life is basically. But anyways, mothers are to be celebrated every day, every minute. They are very strong pillars in our lives, and they deserve everything, every single thing. Now imagine a woman gave birth to her child, but she couldn't cater for the child because she had this thing in front of her that she had to focus and, you know, get it out of the way. So her mom luckily was in the picture, but her mom too, you know, she's also a married woman, and her husband is very much alive, and she's like, you know what, this child is coming back to me, to Nigeria. Now that's the story you're going to be hearing. So this woman is actually my parishioner. I don't know if I should take off my glasses or put them on, but I'm having headache right now slightly, and the glasses is not helping me at this point, so I'm taking it off. Well, if you're listening to me and you want to see what's going on, you can watch on my YouTube channel. I know these parts are not very necessary for the pod, but apologies. So this woman is actually a parishioner in my church, and she actually recognized me. Well, she was just, you know, you're in a formal place, so you don't want to start getting very friendly and stuff. So she came, she needed it immediately. Some questions we asked her, she had all the things, but then that wanting it that day wasn't possible, because what happens is that when we register today, we pick up the next day. Like, well, this was beginning of the year. Right now, I'm going to talk about it, but that will be on my pod my face is not going to be there. So if you want to get that gist, make sure you're subscribed on my podcast so that you can get that gist when I eventually post about it. Okay, so what we do is that back then we would register today, and then I go to the office the next day to pick up. So whoever comes that following day and wants it as an emergency, unless you're mobile, then I will follow you to go and get it. If you're not mobile, we'll beg that you come the following day before 12 to pick it up. So that was what exactly happened with the woman. So we asked her to just exercise patience at least a few hours, and then she was going to get it the following day. So we started registering, and I was like, actually no. She's like, yeah, that she recognized me too, but she didn't want to talk. Now I asked her, is this your child or your grandchild? Because I remember when she gave birth to her last child, it was a boy. I felt like she was quite older, but then she gave birth to the boy, and now the boy is almost maybe 10, tops maybe 8 or 9 now, but the boy looks 10 whenever I see him. So looking at this boy now, I mean, the boy looks like her, just like her last son and all. So it's like that, oh no, that is actually her daughter's son. I was like, okay, why didn't your daughter come to do this? She's like, oh no, that the daughter is not here, that she's far away in the US with her husband. I know what you're thinking. Why couldn't the husband take care of the child? Well, I thought so too, but I didn't want to dive into that. I'm just coming here to give you gist of mother's love, like the extent. There's never enough extent at which a mother can actually go in loving her child or her grandchild. So let's just say that. So I'm just here to give you an extent that I have seen. So I was like, oh, what happened? She's like, yes, that the daughter was currently doing her PhD as at then. I think she had already started before she gave birth to the boy. So giving birth to the boy, she went for omugo. Omugo is like a 3-month visit by the mother of the lady that just gave birth to, help her figure out her new movements with motherhood and all that. So so she traveled, but then after that whole 3 months, it was time for her to go, and the situation was looking like the daughter couldn't keep up if she goes, because I think she said she was preparing for her PhD exams, and there was no other way if she didn't do it at that point. So they came to a resolution of, say, the grandmother was going to take the child back here in Nigeria, and then she focuses and finishes her PhD and everything. I think I asked about the husband, and she was like, the husband is also an engineer, but she didn't say if he was also in school. So the impression I got was that both parents were very busy, and if they are left to the child, they could barely take care of the child. But then God just blesses some people, so the girl's mother was available, and she opted to take the child back to Nigeria. So that boy practically finished all his remaining immunization in Nigeria here. So this woman literally just took care of this boy like she was the one that gave birth to him, and you just needed to see the bond between this grandma and her grandchild, and you will swear that she gave birth to the boy. But in honesty, what am I saying? She didn't give birth to the boy. And I looked at that woman that day, I was like, wow. I think the major reason, yes, I remember the major reason why that woman came back with the boy, because I think the daughter expected her to wait until she was done with her examinations before the mother could go home. But the woman was like, no, you're my child, this is my grandchild. But remember that I'm also a married woman, and I have a husband back there in Nigeria. So, meaning someone who is on a journey definitely has a going time. So she took her grandchild and came back to Nigeria to stay with her husband. And that part just really made me so happy, I'm not saying that women who will have stayed, don't like their husbands, or no, that's not what I'm heading to. Some mothers will have, waited and helped till the daughter was done, but this didn't happen. Does not mean that the mother didn't care. But this woman opted to take her grandchild back home and reunite with her husband. I just found it really I don't have the words in particular, but I feel like she has this relationship with her husband, and yeah, whatever happens, she's always going to go back home. And I don't know how to explain it for you to understand, but I had it in my head a while ago, but that has ended. But it was just a very sweet thing. So bringing back her grandchild, she has taken care of that boy. So coming for a birth certificate was basically time to take back the boy, because apparently the mom is now done with her PhD and it's time to take him back. So I think they're in the application process, and this is USA we're talking about. So when she came for it, I thought maybe they already started the process and then they needed a birth certificate. So I expected maybe when next I see her in church, I wouldn't see her with the boy again. Well, since then it's been like 3 months now. I keep seeing her with the boy, and honestly, I just feel for the mom back in the US, and I also feel for the grandma. So obviously she's going to be taking the boy back, but I'm sure the US embassy wants to harmonize some things before it is safe to travel. I mean, a woman gave birth and then the mother brought the child back here, so I'm sure there are going to be a lot of security checks on that, the genuinity of that as well. But yeah, I just really thought of it as like a mother's love is just endless, and then the extent to which she can take it, you just never know. Yes, you just never know. She just keeps going, because I would have never thought that I would give birth and then my mother would take the child back to Nigeria to take care of the child because of my busy schedule, and then trying to finish up my education as well. So that was really a very thoughtful and very sincere and intentional help. Although now it's not looking like, because I was like, so how is he going to sing back with his parents? Obviously he might be seeing them on video calls and everything, but he will agree with me that parental touch goes a long way. So I just feel like it's going to be a lot mentally, because he's so attached to his grandma that if you're trying to carry him, he wouldn't let you, and whatever he needs is going to his grandma. So when you see them, you think the woman gave birth to him, but it's her grandchild. So going back to America now is going to be, there's going to be this withdrawal time with the grandmother, and then meeting with his parents and thinking back. But as they say, blood is thicker than water, but I just still feel like there's going to be that duration where they want that harmonization with their boy, because I'm sure they really want to get that boy back. And I'm just really praying and hoping that that is sorted, and then the boy gets to join his parents, because he should be getting close to 2 years now. Yeah. But yeah, I just really wanted to come up here and share that very cute thing with you. If you've had similar stories, whether you've heard or you've seen, you can put that in the link below. If you're listening on the pod, you can send me a voice message and tell me about it. It's been amazing hanging out with you once again. I just love that I seize these opportunities where after work and Mr. Lawrence's other inner office is empty, like no staff is around, so I just pop in here and I come and do these recordings. And just things like this just really make my day. Yeah, so I just hope that you continue to stay positive as usual, and that you hold on tight to whatever you believe, and just keep praying to God. Yeah, everything will be fine. Okay, until my next episode, guys, it's a bye from me now.